Alright, this is gonna be a non-corona bullshit crap video because the corona bullshit crap is fucking bullshit crap. For you lefty fucks out there who are complete and utter morons. But today, I am slowly building a pedal board for my guitar crap. Um, I use my home built Fender Strat. It's a mahogany body, one piece maple neck from uh, Warmouth. Warmouth neck, Warmouth body. I use a 2 point system bridge from Fender and Fender locking tuners on it. It's, you know, in it. Hold on, I'll show it to you. Hold on. This is my um, home built Fender Strat. Warmouth body, mahogany body, one piece, maple neck, all the way around, whatnot. It's got the Fender locking, oh excuse me, Goto locking tuners. I got the Damasio uh, Satriani Saturate bridge and the Damasio Satriani Mojo in the bridge. I mean, in the neck. God, you know, it's Sunday. What do you expect? Uh, so anyway, this is my setup, and I got the Satriani push pull high high pass high band pass high pass band some shit in the volume and the coil tap in one of the tones. Anyway, but this video is primarily about Mooer. Is it Mooer? 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 I don't know how the fuck you say it. Anyway, I am. I in my other videos you've seen, I've gone through with my. If you look up my Smoky amp part one and part two, I go through uh, my GT100 into a Boss OD20 uh, distortion pedal with a GE7 graphic equalizer into BBE Sonic Stomp. Um, so anyway, I'm coming up with an idea of building a second pedal board, which is, like I said, more, Moyer. I don't know how the fuck you say it. Hold on a second. So anyway, believe it or not, these guys sound really good. My first pedal I bought that I ran into my I turned off my preamps in my GT100, and I got this guy. This is the Mooer, more, whatever, Cal Mark III. This is based on the Mesa Boogie, uh, Mesa Boogie head, you know, and it sounds just like the fucking thing. It is awesome, great, awesome tube sound. Great. I mean, this is my clean preamp. I use this for clean, and it sounds just like a damn clean Mesa Boogie tube. It is really I love this guy with a passion. From my overdrive, I'll kick this guy off, and for my overdrive is my more these idiots Brown Sound 3, which is the 5150. It used to be the 5050, but this is the third generation for it. and it's a Brown 3, 50/50. Um, so you get the old 1984 sound from the Van Halen era. You know, not the album, but the years, 1984. Um, hop, what is it? Eruption and whatnot, and everything else. This is another awesome pedal to get. The uh, Brown Sound 3. It's called the PV 50/50 in rendition to the PV 51/50, but they cannot use that name, so they call it Brown 3. And I just recently got this thing I absolutely love. I got it day before yesterday, the Radar. Um, this thing, we're talking, 30 app cab sims, anything from an 8-inch amp, excuse me, god damn it, 8-inch speaker, up to a 412 from Diesel, Solando, Fender, uh, Marshall. And you got 212. You got a 1.8, a 110, a 210, 112, 212, 410, 412, all mixed models, and they sound just like that. Plus, it's got a graphic EQ and a parametric EQ built into it, and you have 4 power amps with 4 different types of tube styling, from 606 EV34s, 6V6, and I forget the other one. I use the 606 setup on this guy, and it's got like 8 microphones, and you can adjust the settings, from center cone, out to the edge of the cone of the 12 inches, and from center cone back like 10 inches. So this guy is really, really worth it. I run it through my GT100. I turned off my speaker sim on my GT100, and I use this instead, and it sounds a whole lot better. Last but not least, I have not used this guy yet, but I got it because, like I said, I'm building a second pedal board. I just ordered a chorus and delay from Mooer, whatever the fuck you say it. I got the baby bomb. It's a 30 watt. I reviewed it. I ran it through my active system. It clipped my active system because it's got you can't run a power amp into a power amp. It doesn't work that way. But I had it turned down. As you can see, it's on 0. My favorite setting is having it on the warm setting. It works really, really good. The bad thing about this guy is that it just like the Radar, it comes with its own power supply, 12 volt, whereas everything else is 9 volt. This guy's 12 volt. This guy is 24 volt, and the power brick is like literally, I would bring it out, but it's a bitch. It's literally that big, without a doubt. But anyway, these people. If you don't have the room, if you got a lunch bag, you can throw all this crap into the lunch bag, and yeah, if you get like 5 or 6 of these guys, like I said, I have 2 preamps, clean, dirty. I use my cabinet sim and my power amp sim. I don't know. Mention this comes with the power amp also. Yeah, I mentioned earlier. Comes with the power amp. I bypass this, and I would use this, guaranteed. Like I said, I just bought a course and delay today, so I should get it in the next couple of days. So going through all those guys, and I would, well, I would say for a cheap budget thing, like I said, these guys cost me, you know, I think one was 60, one was 80. Uh, this was 120, which is typical on eBay. You can get 140 at the most on eBay for the radar, and this was 80. So, two more pedals. I think the delay was uh, 48, and no, excuse me, the chorus was 38, and delay was 68. So, $300, for 6 pedals. That's, to me, that's all you need. Um, so you figure about $300 or $400. You know, like I said, try these guys out. They sound really really good, in my opinion. I'm running I'm running through two Behringer power active monitors on my GT100, and I ran all these guys except for this, the baby bomb. I mean, I ran it temporarily, but I clipped, so I took it out. But when I bypassed my preamps and used, you know, my clean and my dirty and my cabinet sim, into my GT100, it's like, you open a whole new fucking door, on your setup. I don't know if you have, what you're using or whatever, but yeah, I was like really, really, really impressed with Mooer, and I've been a Boss fan since 1970, 76, 70, no, 78. I've been using Boss. Actually, I borrowed a friend's DS1 back in 1978, and I flipped over to Ibanez pedals and whatnot. Went back to Boss, and I've been dealing with Boss ever since 1980. Actually, 1980 is when I've been started using, Boss and whatnot, and I've been adamant Boss user since then. Um, but for shits and giggles, like I said, my first pedal was here. My, the Cal Mark III, which is a Mesa Boogie, and like I said, it sounds just like a fucking Mesa Boogie tube, clean sound, in a clean channel. The overdrive is awesome as well, but I wanted to use this guy for clean. Yeah, you're doing a lot of toe tapping, but the 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 brown sound, the 50/50, well, no, excuse me, the 50/50. Um, I went through a 5150 PV 3 amp a while back, and this guy sounds just like the 5153. So get, this is not an endorsement. Get these guys. They're cheap, really really cheap, and you're looking, if you know the size of a GT100 compared to, let me take all this. Oh, just these four alone. You're looking at a quarter of the size. Actually, 1/4 of the size of the GT100. Yeah, if I get when I get the other two, my chorus and delay, you're looking at, let me say that, this much room. so much space saved, and you don't need a fucking, you know, trouble case for the fucking thing. You throw it in your backpack, throw it in your fucking back pocket. You know, especially your power app. This thing being 30 watts, it is so fucking loud. Like I said, I had my active monitors at 1/4, power, and my monitors are 400 watts. I had them turned down to, 1/4, and with active EQ, and I put this guy on 1/4, and my windows were vibrating, and I was getting the clip indicator on my monitors. So I had to, turn, this guy off. This guy will put you through, no problem. You don't need tons of fucking bullshit whatsoever. A lot of cables, that's the only downfall. A lot of cables, and like I said, this guy has a big ass brick behind it, for power, 24 volts. It's huge, but it does its job. Anyway, that's my non-corona fascist bullshit video for today. You guys have a good one. Comments, questions, whatever. You know where I'm at. Have a good night. And this is, May. What the fuck is it? May 10th or some crap like that. Who cares? Anyway, have a good one. And at you.